Welcome back. My name is Patrick Nolan. I'm an attorney licensed in the state of Missouri. This is Pat Talks Law, Windshield Time. Today we get to talk about a subject near and dear to my heart. The Missouri State Legislature, or not them, but the topic. The Missouri State Legislature has amended a bill, and this may pass, we don't know if it's going to pass yet, to remove the caps on the number of cultivation, dispensary, and licensed Missouri medical marijuana facilities. What that means is, if you meet the statutory requirements, if you meet the constitutional requirements and the statutory to allow you to have ownership of a facility, that Department of Health and Senior Services will be required to issue you a license. This is big. I mean, like really, really big. All the people that applied spent tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, we represented several that did not get a license. All the people didn't get a license and are spending, tens of thousands more on appeals. When the state pushes this through, and I do expect it will go through, the Department of Health and Senior Services will be required to issue medical marijuana licenses to the businesses that meet the statutory requirements. Now, that's setting aside the ranking and the grading and all that crap. Just issue the license. That's going to change the market and dynamics for medical marijuana dramatically. I significantly change the scene on the ground. However, and of course, again, anything involving the Missouri Legislature, that does not include a twist. However, the Missouri State Legislature amended this to a bill that has nothing to do with it, violating the diversity of purpose of the bill constitutional requirement, and the legislature does this all the time. So on that grounds, unfortunately, the bill should be stricken. However, they'll pass it, the court will uphold it, because they always do. But it'll be interesting to see some of the licensees are going to be suing, most likely, to prevent the implementation of this clause. You're going to see big money fighting a multi-purpose bill argument in court. Why? Because when you have the license and you are the dispensary in a large economic area, you do not want to encourage competition. You paid a lot of money for that. They put a lot of money into lobbying. They don't want to share. Entrenched interests always look to regulation to keep competition out. That's just a part of how we function. So this is going to be a very, very interesting approach, an interesting argument. We're going to see what happens with this, whether the bill passes and is signed or is not. Now remember, a couple of the larger entrenched interests were donors and associates of our governor. There's a possibility this doesn't make it through. I don't know how likely that's going to be or not. I mean, I'm not going to speculate on that. But if this passes, the legislature will have removed the caps on the number of licensing facilities. So as long as you meet the requirements, you would be able to have a license. Now, what does that do for the people that didn't meet the requirements? If you have a felony on your record that bars you, you're still going to be barred. If you don't have the liquid capital, you are still going to be barred. You're not going to get the license. Okay? If you don't have the minimum requirements, you're going to be barred. You see the pattern here? But you're going to see a lot more competition and diversity in the market. So this is a good thing. Where it's going to be real pronounced, especially in the spinning up, is in the cultivation facilities. this passes and DHSS starts issuing licenses to new cultivation facilities, you are going to see a boom in growth facilities, which is going to be necessary because, I mean, the price for medical marijuana right now is looking to be so ridiculously high that you're going to have to be a chump to buy it. The black market will remain strong for many, many years the way the current system is set up. I can't see how the price is going to meet a level that people are going to be willing to pay when they can get a dime bag from a guy down on the corner for a fraction of the cost. Or the licensing scheme is going to drive the cost of recreational weed, illegal recreational weed, up to match the medical weed that's been legal, which means everybody gets screwed. So, I don't know. I think you're still going to have a massive growth in home cultivation. If you have a medical marijuana card and you do not have a cultivation card, you're making a mistake, because you cannot buy medical marijuana from a dispensary right now. You can buy it on the black market. You're buying it on the black market isn't illegal yet. The guy selling it to you has committed a crime. But you're buying it isn't, strangely. So, well, that has to be looked at. You're going to see some shenanigans to charge people and to make that illegal. And I think some of them are going to be successful and some of them won't. A lot of it's going to depend on who gets hired as an attorney. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So, this is a very important development. It's like someone in the legislature turned on YouTube and saw a video where a random YouTube lawyer is saying that if they're not going to do their job, we're going to do it for them. And they're going to lose all control. Well, they're starting to take some control back and do what we expect them to do. Removing the cap on the number of licenses is a very important one. In the 6th Congressional District in Missouri, we stretch all the way across the top of the state. There's 24 dispensaries that they've authorized. So, in a smaller congressional district, geographically, they can have 24 dispensaries in, 15 square miles. So that is a massive difference in availability. And I think that's one of the things that's going to change. Your small dispensaries in rural Missouri are not going to be $1 million stores. They're going to be small-time businesses owned by a local person, and it's going to be a family business. It's not going to be a $5 million a year enterprise. So that's what we're talking about today. Missouri State Legislature is finally moving in the right direction. Now, if they will do something about recreational and expunging convictions for people who have, gotten popped in the war on drugs, that would be a step better. I don't know if they'll do it, but I think what I'm going to do is, if the Missouri State Legislature doesn't, we might start putting together a petition drive for a constitutional amendment myself. I might go ahead and write one myself and circulate it. We'll see what we can do on a next to nothing budget. But so this is what this is it, man. This is Missouri Legislature doing some good finally. Of course, they're doing it in the wrong way, which could backfire. But what can you do? Thank you for watching. Thanks for seeing the update. Please hit like, subscribe, and we'll be talking to you again tomorrow on my way to yet another court hearing. Courts are not fully open yet, but we get to enjoy these trips. Now that I get to go and have an argument in front of a judge in the courtroom, it almost feels like I'm a lawyer again. I like to argue. Again, like, subscribe. The algorithm really likes the likes, so keep it up. We'll be talking again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.